Hello! I hope you are all doing well. I hope you can all hear me as well because it's a little bit windy today. So I have a little bit of sad news. So Snow is a bit poorly at the moment. There she is, poor girl. So last Monday she was still in the stable at night time, and she came out and she was breathing very heavily, and she had like heave lines on her side here, and I just knew that something wasn't right. So she's had slight coughs here and there over the winter months, but nothing as bad as this. So I thought, no, it's time to get the vet out. So got the vet out on the Monday, and she said that yes, it is sort of like a dust allergy that she's got, and early days of equine asthma, unfortunately. So, which is really, really sad. So she gave her medication on the Monday straight away. I don't know if you can still see them. So yeah, she gave them the medication on the Monday, and then gave me some Sebestin to give to her twice a day for 5 days, which I did all of last week. And I also sort of researched into what equine asthma actually means and what ways I can help her. And obviously it's all to do with the dust, and the dust getting into her lungs and her not really liking that, and it affecting her lungs, and obviously causing this cough. And yes, like I say, it had gotten so bad that the vet had to intervene and come out and sort it out. Don't know if my camera's a bit blurry, but there you go. So all of last week, she was out 24/7. I decided to put her out in the field 24/7, and while she was out in the field 24/7, I did a full muck out of her stable, because she's been on straw pellets. So she has dry straw pellets underneath and then soaked straw pellets on top. And I was finding, especially this year, that the straw pellets that we were using were getting very dusty. So even though they were soaked, as days went on, they dried up and it became very dusty. So I thought, right, let's get all of that out and start again. So what I've done now is I've put, because also she is a mare and she is a very, very messy mare. I'll bring her over so you can see her a bit more. She might run away because she doesn't want to be caught because she's in a new field. So where was I? So yes, because she's also a messy mare, she is very wet. So I wanted to put the dry straw pellets underneath and then something on top that didn't have any dust at all. So I was researching different things, and I found that the local equestrian tack shop sold this cardboard bedding called Green Mile. So I thought, okay, I had read up that Green Mile was a good, like cardboard bedding was a good alternative. So I thought, right, let's try that. So I bought all of the two Green Mile bedding to try her out, because another thing is that because she's a Connemara, being out 24/7 is also not such a good thing, because she can put on weight and she can become very, very fat. And then that leads to another issue of laminitis, which we don't want that either. So I didn't want her to be out 24/7, but I also didn't want her to be in and getting all this dust in her. So tried this put the new bedding down, and so we've made the plan of them being out in the night time and then in during the day. So they've got less time in, more time out, and then I've got the new bedding. I've cleaned out their buckets because, again, there was a lot of dust in the bottom of the water bucket, and so she's drinking that dust as well. So that was all cleared out. Hay, also I read up that hay in hay nets is also a bad thing. So the hay is now, it was always soaked, so I always soaked her hay, but instead of it being in the hay nets now, it is on the floor. I don't know whether you can see her. Let's see if I can get you. There you go. Hopefully you can see her now in the background. She's enjoying her grass. They're in a new field now because they were out 24/7 on the old field. And about that, my memory became full, and only realised when I was editing this video that it cut off just at the point when I was going to talk to you all about my future plans for Snow. So obviously we got to the point where I was explaining how she's going to be coming in during the day and then out at night. We'll try that for a few days and see how she goes. If she's still coughing with that routine, I might have to get the vet out again, because the vet did say that one of the things that we could try is actually giving her steroids. Now, steroids might help with the coughing and the allergies, but also potentially has a risk of laminitis and things like that. So obviously it's weighing up what's best for her. In terms of future goals, future plans, I think for me, I'm not a type of person who wants to go badminton, grassroots, or anything high level like that. I'm quite happy doing dressage, a bit of novice, maybe a bit of intermediate, maybe going around a course up to 80 centimetres, and if she's happy doing that, then that's brilliant and we can continue to do that. But if I feel that as time goes on it's getting worse, then she owes me nothing and we will take it at her pace and we will see what she feels comfortable doing. And if she becomes just a horse that we hack out, then that will be what it will be. So I think it's just playing it by what she's happy to do. If you've had experience with this, if you've got a horse that's got a similar thing, please let me know. Please give me some advice on what you have tried, what you found has worked. Have you noticed that it gets progressively worse over time? She's 9 at the moment, well, turning 10 in a month's time, so she's still quite young, but obviously as she gets older, it might get worse as she gets older. So yes, if you've got any advice, then please let me know. She's gonna cost me quite a lot of money, I think, this horse. Oh dear, because also the horse van that I bought is currently in the garage as well, so please like, comment, subscribe, and that would be amazing, as yes, yeah, it would help enormously. And also hopefully as time goes on and I try out different things, I'll be able to share with you what has worked, what hasn't worked, and hopefully you'll be able to take away something from this. as well. So yes, it's a little bit of a sad thing that's happened, but she is happy, she is comfortable at the moment, so I think it's mainly keeping up what we're doing, adapt to when it gets worse and take it at her pace. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching till the end. If you've watched till the end, please, like I say, comment if you've had this experience as well. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.